Hey guys, so I'm coming back to you with a talking video, and it's my first talking video since my break and I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, stay tuned and let's talk. So basically, I got an email on my Ask Courts email from a lovely young lady. I'm not gonna say her name because you all need to know that. She sent me an email basically explaining to me that when she was doing her GCSEs, she really wanted to go to Oxford. Like, she had it in mind, and when she got to sixth form, she still had it in mind. But when she did her GCSEs, she didn't get the grades which she was kind of hoping for, or the grades that she believed were needed, or her school believed were needed to get into Oxford. So when she explained to her school that she wants to go to Oxford, you know, they basically told her, you're not going to get in, so you shouldn't apply, blah blah blah, enemies of progress. So she was so discouraged by their comments that she just didn't apply, and by the end of her sixth form career, she actually achieved A star AA in her A-levels. So now she attends a really good uni. She actually goes to King's College, London, and she messaged me saying that even though she goes to a good uni, she still kind of feels like a failure. She kind of feels like, why didn't she just apply to Oxford despite the fact people discouraged her? She felt like a failure. She felt like she had really made a mistake, and she just felt like that was getting her into a really depressed state. So she really needed my help to kind of just tell her what to do, like what's the next step, how does she get out of this rut that she's in. So today we're going to talk about stop letting past failures murder future successes. Firstly, I want to say, don't label yourself a failure because you once failed. You aren't a failure. I know sometimes, and I do sympathize with the fact that sometimes in our past we have done something which we really regret, or we feel like we could have done better, or something that we just shouldn't have done, or something which we should have done. But do not let that define the person who you are today. The person who made those decisions a long time ago is not the person that you are today. The person that you are today has a mature mindset. You are not a failure. You are not a failure because you didn't get into the university you wanted. You're not a failure because you didn't get the grades you wanted. You are not a failure because you didn't meet somebody else's expectations of you. You're not a failure now. You're not gonna be a failure in your future. You might have failed at something in your past. We've all failed at something in our past. We've all failed at something which we wish we had passed, but we didn't. Some of the most successful people have failed a lot of things, but they don't let it define who they are today, and they don't let it dictate the steps that they're going to take moving forward. So stop calling yourself a failure. You're not a failure. You're just someone who once failed. So the next thing is, do not let blessings of the present be overshadowed by dark days in your past. And this kind of relates back to the last thing I said, but it's even more important in my eyes. You cannot allow constant rethinking of something that you did, or something that you could have done or should have done, really distract you from appreciating the great things that are in your life right now. You have so many opportunities in your life currently to be great. You have so many opportunities in your life currently to make yourself something great. Your future success is really determined by every step that you take from now. You can decide that every day is a new day, and today I'm going to decide that my success is what is on my mind, and that is what I'm working towards. Don't allow the situation that you're in now, the opportunities that you have, the great people in your life, the fact that you are even allowed to breathe another day, be undermined by the fact that once upon a time you didn't do something. So what? So you didn't do it. So what are you going to do now? Are you going to stop that from letting you progress? Are you going to simply sit and look at the failure which you did and just say, oh well, I can't move forward anymore? Because no matter what, life is moving. People around you are moving forward, whether you're deciding to move with them or not. So pick yourself up and decide that I am not going to be a failure anymore. Instead, I'm going to really celebrate the blessings that I have in my life right now, because I can tell you they are multiplious. Like, There are so many things you could be thankful for, and wake up every day and decide to be thankful for the blessings that you have now. And the last thing that I want to leave you with is a little bit of an analogy. Y'all know me and analogy just go like so. So imagine that you're in a race, and while you're running, you stumble on a rock. And instead of you to, you know, pick yourself up, dust yourself off and keep running towards the finish line, instead you pick yourself up, or in fact you even stay on the floor and you just look at that rock and you think, I could have avoided this rock. Oh my gosh, how did I let this rock trip me over? Oh my gosh, I could have gone this way, I could have gone that way, and I would have never met this rock for it to stumble. Well, it to cause me to stumble. Who put this rock in my way? And you could sit there and just talk about the what's, the ifs, the buts, and really let the whole race and every other person who is running that race run way past you, because you're sitting there thinking, if only this did not happen. When the truth is, everyone else is running forward, everyone else is running towards the finish line, and you still have the ability to stand up, dust yourself off, and run towards your goals, and run towards your dream, and run towards your success of the finish line. You have every opportunity to. Don't be the fool who just sits down and looks at their obstacle and say, I wish this obstacle was not in my way. I wish I didn't stumble and fall. Because at the end of the day, you did stumble and fall. You can either let it pin you to the ground, or you can decide that you're going to get up and run towards your dreams. So yeah, guys, please do not let the failures of the past murder the successes in your future. Life is worth way more than that. Do not let your past define you. The mistakes that you made doesn't mean that you are, the failures that you have had does not make you a failure. Let it make you stronger. Let it make you better. Let it make your hunger more. But do not let it get you down. Do not let it cripple you. All I'm really trying to say is realize that right now you are blessed with the fact that you can still achieve what it is you want. You can still achieve, you can still be successful, you can still be happy, you can still be joyful. And do not allow the fact that you once stumbled to rob you of that. Yeah, guys, so keep looking forward, keep moving forward, and just make sure that you do not let your failure define who you are, because that's not who you are. So yeah, guys, I'll see you later. I really hope that helped you, and yeah, we'll talk soon. Mwah.